So welcome to my update video, and I only do an update video maybe once every 6 months and just kind of say what's been going on. And there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and I really want to talk about that today. A lot of really exciting stuff. I have some things to show you guys that are like, wow, it's really cool for the show. The other thing I want to do is I want to thank and say hello to all the new subscribers that have come here from the Dragon Quest review and from the Spider-Man review. I thank you. I welcome you to the channel. This channel is about me and video games and my friends in video games and about anime and movies, about a lot of different things, Dungeons and Dragons, whatever we feel like talking about, and we try to have a lot of fun doing that. We also review games that we think we're going to enjoy, so we don't just review a whole bunch of stinkers, even though I did play Dynamite Ducks when I was a kid. That's a whole other story for sure. But where do I begin? It's been a very, very busy week behind the scenes, and I want to talk about this right now. Anger is a fantastic motivator for me. It really is. The show 10 years ago was created out of anger. I didn't get an editing job, and I was so angry about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go edit my own thing. I'm going to go do my own thing. And then I started the Happy Console Gamer Show. It was really, really funny. Where my frustration came in and where it's going to make the show better is during E3, I was like, I'm going to live stream all the conferences with my laptop. I thought that'd be powerful enough for that. And it became so frustrating for me when I realized it wasn't. I had so many people watching, and it was not ideal. It was not ideal. And for me, that frustrated me. I was sweating. I was pouring with sweat. I was like so angry at my technology. And I said, I'm never having this happen ever again. So I got in touch with a friend of mine, Ronald is his name. He runs a company called Tech Therapy in Austria. He's a good friend of mine. And I wrote to him and said, hey, can you design me a computer? Like a power PC for doing incredible live streams and for editing. And he's like, no problem, John, no problem. I'm on it. So we've been working for the last few months, getting it together and all of that. And it arrived the other day. And what a surprise. What a surprise. Ronald did a whole bunch of extra things with this computer that I kind of asked for, but I did not think was going to be this extraordinary. I can honestly say that I've never had a PC this powerful or this incredible looking. And I am doing the switchover from back at 12 years ago. I was a PC user. Then I went to Mac and I did years of editing on Mac. And what's happened is why I've done the switch over to PC. Macs are way too expensive for what they are, and they're not powerful enough. They're really not powerful enough. And I was getting so frustrated thinking that no matter how much I pay, I'd have to get a $10,000 Mac to do to do with what I want to do in the future. And I was like, no, I'm going to go back to PC. And I had some reservations about it, but I can tell you, it's the smartest thing I've done in a long time. And I still like Mac. I like both PC and Mac, but I think this is going to open up a whole brand new can of worms to the show. It's exciting. It's really exciting. So the computer arrived, and I'm going to tell you a story about UPS afterwards, so wait for that. It's unbelievable. It's incredible how insane they are. The PC showed up, I opened it up, I put the water cooling in, and I got to thank also the water cooling in Germany for supplying the water cooling apparatus that goes all throughout the computer. It's amazing. I want to thank them for supplying that for me, and Noctua for supplying the super quiet fans. Ronald and I wrote to these guys and said, hey, can you give us some of these to add into the computer? And they absolutely did so. Want to thank them for sure. Oh my God, when I saw this thing, the neon lights, this thing is a thing of dreams for me. I've never had really good technology. I've always been about 4 or 5 years behind on everything, but this computer was like, oh my God, the water cooling going throughout. And what Ronald did, he knows my favorite anime of all time is Megazone, and he made it all Megazone themed. So on the outside of the case, it says Megazone 2-3 in Japanese. It's got the main character, Shogo, and Yu are on there. And inside, it has the robots, the mecha from Megazone in there. The garland is there, and it looks amazing. It lights up. And then he put the logo of my show in here. You know, this is just awesome. And, you know, this is just a friend of mine building this computer for me. And just to get it was a pure joy. And why did I get it? Why did I decide to go all this direction? As I say, I would like to do in the future high quality streams. Really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. I want to do the Christmas special. I do a Christmas special every year for anybody who's new here. Every year with my friend Rob. And I would love to do a couple of hour live stream and make it real and interactive for the first time ever. That would be something else. Me and Kim, at some point this week after I work out a lot of the details, we're still ironing all this stuff out. We want to do a Dragon Quest XI stream. So we're going to do that and maybe go near, like, you know, get to the end. Like, we're at the end of the game, but, you know, just show maybe the end of the game. I don't know. We may do that. I got in touch with Rob and I said, we have to do a Mega Man 11 stream. So I'm trying to get Rob together to review the game with me and to do a live stream. So those are some of the fun things. That's the reason why I got this technology, was to be able to do this. And, you know, this is the exciting thing moving forward with the show. And also, I'm going to learn Premiere on this computer. And I'm going to get a Steam account for the very first time and try some PC games. Obviously, this PC is not absolutely the highest of highest end for PC gaming, but it's pretty good. I think I should be able to do quite a few things. Okay, now my fun UPS story. And I gotta say, I hate UPS with a passion. Cannot stand them. I've had the worst time with them over, God, the last 18 years of dealing with them. At this place, it's been ridiculous. And the reason why, this is the thing, they're insane. We had the computer sent over from Austria. Okay, like, it's an expensive computer, expensive shipping, expensive wrapping, because we don't want this thing to get damaged. So I look in the computer and it's like, it's out for delivery, so it's going to get delivered today. I'm like, okay, great, awesome. You know, then all of a sudden I look in the computer and it says, oh, we tried to deliver, but nobody was there. I'm like, well, that's not right. So I phoned up UPS and I complained. Listen to this. So I live in an apartment building, okay? So if you go to the front of the apartment building, you can buzz the number to get up. You just look up the name, buzz, no problem. Easy, right? That's what everybody else does. FedEx does, everybody does. Here's what UPS does. They don't deliver to apartment buildings unless it says a buzzer number on the package. That's crazy. It's the apartment number. This is the thing. Here's what's nuts about them. They will just drive by. They just drive by. They don't stop. They just keep on going. They go, oh yeah, it's in that apartment there, but we don't have a buzzer number. We'll just keep going. We're not delivering to them. They lie to you because it'll say in the computer, we tried to deliver, but nobody was there. Nobody tried to deliver anything. They just drove by. We'll try again the next day. It's a lie because they won't deliver it again the next day. Do you see the insanity here? Unbelievable. What kind of craziness is this? So I felt bad. A lady phoned me up and tried to explain the situation. I'm like, I said, this is insanity. This doesn't make any sense. I said, you're a delivery company, but you don't deliver. That's what you're telling me. And she said, oh no, if there's no buzzer number. I'm like, the buzzer numbers in the building just pull in. I said, they didn't even stop. Anyways, you see this craziness. That's the one point. Here's the thing this is where I've been screwed up the last bunch of days. So I complained to the lady. She's like, fine, he'll deliver it in the next couple of hours. I'm like, great. We're gonna do what we're supposed to do here. All of a sudden, I get a phone call, and it's the UPS driver outside. He's like, I have a package for you. Really, just flat. That's that. So I go downstairs. I go to the truck, and I'm like, hey, Mr. UPS man. And he's like, he's just super pissed. He's just super pissed. He's like, he just looks at me. And this box, man, is fucking huge and super heavy. And he just kind of pushes it out the side to me. Doesn't help me with it. I don't realize how heavy it is. I pull it off the truck. I put it down. He drives away. I'm stuck with this huge package. Doesn't get a dolly to help me bring it in. Nothing. It took me, I'm not kidding you, it wasn't that it was just heavy, it was awkward. There's no way to lift it properly without a dolly. It took me about half an hour from the front of my building to get it in. It usually takes me about 10 seconds to walk in. It took me half an hour to get this thing in on my own. Anyways, I get it in, set it all up. It wasn't broken, thank God. Everything was great. But what happened is, I woke up the next day and I'm like, oh my God, why am I in such pain? Why am I in such agony here? I pulled, and I'm just still recovering off this. Every muscle in my body, all my back, all my hands, all my legs, trying to lift this freaking awkward thing in. I didn't even realize I was in such pain yesterday that I didn't even know what to do. I couldn't even sit anywhere. I couldn't do anything. It was so annoying. And so I popped a couple of Tylenols. I had a couple of pints of beer. I laid on the couch and I watched Fury Road, Mad Max, and just tried to forget that I was in pain. And I'm still in a lot of pain today. I'm doing a lot better, but yesterday was insane. Whoa, what a postal service we have here. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's beyond reality. But sorry, I had to tell you the story about that. I mean, it's the worst of the worst. And what am I going to do? Go get on the phone and complain? They don't care. No, they don't give a crap. They don't give a crap about doing a good service. They don't care. They're just people who are doing a job every day, just trying to do the least amount that they can sometimes to get by. It drives me nuts. That guy totally, I know I sound dramatic, but you know, like, yeah, I kind of got injured because of, he didn't want to help me out. He didn't want to help me out at all. I would never do that to somebody in a million years. I used to work in a warehouse. I used to put things in the back of trucks for people. I went out of my way to do it right and to help them out because that was my job. I enjoyed doing something good for people. And I'm not saying, let me say, I think there's a lot of good people that work at UPS for sure. And all that. I just had a lot of really bad times in the last 18 years. I'm not kidding you. It's been nuts. But back to the fun. I can't wait to do some streaming on this computer at 1080, 60 frames a second. That's the computer will be sleeping doing those calculations. It'll be that easy for it. And I can actually do 4K streaming if I want to. I have that option. I don't think I'm going to do it yet, but the option is there going forward. And that's a whole new option for the show. So thank you for bearing with me. And all that. And I just wanted to share some of the exciting things going forward. Absolutely. And also, when we do the Dragon Quest 11 stream, I got some free giveaways. Look at this. Dragon Quest 11 shirts. Look at this. Actually, I can't even use my hands too well. They're still in pain. It's so crazy. But I'll be giving away about 3 of these shirts during the stream, and I'll explain how we'll do that. I'll ship it directly to you from me. And those are some of the kinds of things that we want to do going forward. So anyways, guys, until next time.